reason not to take those two courses.
Good day, everybody. I'm multitasking here, which y'all know is not really a thing.
What you'll look at with a
So
career
let me just
counselor
close
is
this.
colleges that have a veterinary program that you're most interested in.
All right. So we were having Zola School does what they call, instead of like the traditional parent teachers conferences, they do something called student led conferences. So the students lead the conference and they present how they're doing in school and the areas that they need to strengthen. And it's just a wonderful process. It's very empowering to hear Zola talk about how she's doing in school and the areas that she needs to work on and the areas that she feels confident about. So we was just wrapping that up. And she's doing great. And I learned something new. She wants to go to Howard. I did not know that. Yeah, she wants to go to Howard University. And we'll see. She's only in the ninth grade, so that could change. But it was just exciting to hear her vision for herself. She wants to be a veterinarian. So just shout out to my baby Zola. She's doing awesome, and Aria's doing awesome too. So anyway, that was a mommy moment. Having my mommy moment. Good day, everybody. It's good to see you all. Good day, mommy. Good day, Ronald. It's good to see you. Good day, Vanessa. Good day, Ron. It's good to see everybody. Thank you for joining me today on this Friday. Good day, Tim, for our final sip about jig. So welcome, everyone. Welcome to Sip with Red Melissa. I am Red Melissa, and Sip is spirit and practice, where I say the practice is what's important, right? Because the perfection is in the practice. So I hope everyone is doing well. Pamela, Simone, I hope all is well on this Friday morning. So I am feeling better and better every day. I'm still not 100% yet, but I'm getting there, Lindsay. I'm getting there. Thank you for your lovely note to me, Lindsay. It has really filled my heart. And I've been feeling everyone's healing vibe. So keep them coming. And I've been taking it easy. I have, y'all. I've been taking it easy. Resting and getting in a little work and resting some more. And my producer, he just gave me the stink face. He just gave me the stink face. He just gave me the stink face, y'all. I am resting. I'm resting, but I got to do some work. He's like, come see, come sigh. All right. Oh, Ron, I like that. Joy and growing. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that. Well, JIG is journaling, inspiration, practice. Or it could be journaling, inspiration, prompts, because we've been spending the last week or so talking about how we can enhance our inspirational journaling, since that's usually the area in the spiritual practice that I get the most feedback from folks on, finding it challenging to know what to write about. So that's what we've been doing this week, just giving you some support around the inspirational journaling. So let's just do a recap of where we are as we wrap up this series. So we started with this question, and it's just a series of questions that we can ask ourselves in preparation for our journaling. So I would just encourage you to just start to write questions. Like a question comes to mind, just write it down and then use it for your inspirational journaling. So the first question we looked at was, am I willing to define and embrace, hold fast to my divine purpose? So that's a yes or no question, right? That's not an open-ended question. And it's better to have open-ended questions when you do your inspirational journaling. But that question leads us to another question. So if you answer yes, then the next question is, what is your way of living? How are you living in your divine purpose? And if your answer is no, that you're not willing to define or embrace and hold fast to your divine purpose. You might say, no, I ain't willing to do that. No, thank you. Then write about why that's the case, and write about what you can do to support yourself in shifting that, right? What are the obstacles? What are the things that are blocking you from living in a full body yes for your divine purpose, right? So there's no right or wrong answer. There's an opportunity to dig deeper and to support ourselves, right? The next question was, what would you do? And you'll like this question. What would you do if you were handed a $10 million check? What would you do if you were handed a $10 million check? What would change and what would stay the same? And based on some of your answers, it was interesting because many of the things that folks said they would do if they were handed a $10 million check, you're already doing it, but on a smaller scale. So what that means to me is if you had more resources, $10 million, you would just do more of what you're doing. And that pretty much pans out with people doing and being more of who they are based on if they increase their finances, right? And I think I said, if you're a jerk with $10, more than likely with $10 million, you'll be a jerk with $10 million, unless you decide I'm going to make some changes in my life, right? So what would you do? Whatever that is, whatever it is that comes up for you, oh, I would do this if I had $10 million. See if you could start doing those things now, right? I know there is something that you could do now that is in relationship to what you would do if you were handed $10 million. One of the answers folks had was travel, right? So if you had $10 million, you might take your whole entire family on a around the world trip, right? But let's say you have, a couple of $1,000. So what can you do travel wise with the resources that you have now? So don't let money limit what you can experience in your life, is what I'm saying. And one of the best indicators that you're doing what you're meant to do is when you separate out the finances. If you're still doing what it is that you love to do, regardless of the money, then you're on the right track. You're on the right track. Okay? So that was another question. Here's another one. What is your story that you want to see played out? Write your story, right? And one of the things that I love to do is to take my, I'm laughing at Ronald. Ronald said, first I would check out if the check doesn't bounce. Okay, Ronald. All right, Ron. So the check doesn't bounce, all is well. What would you do? Write out the story. Write out a story about what you would do if you got a check for $10 million. Write out that story. One of the things that I like to do is I like to pick something from my visioning board and write out a story about that, right? So the things that you want to see come into fruition in your life, write it out. Write out the story as if it is happening now, right? Because our subconscious mind doesn't know the difference. So if you just keep embedding yourself with this story, guess what? You're going to start to experience the creation of it. Yes? All right. Another jig that you can do is, I'm saying jig, it's JIP. JIP, J-I-P. I don't know why I'm saying jig. Where'd that come from? Anyway, JIP. Journaling, inspiration, practice. Okay. Another JIP that you can do is writing down what you're thankful for, right? You can simply open up your journal, write out, today I am grateful for, today I am thankful for, and just write a list of all the things that you're grateful and thankful for. And then yesterday I shared to give whatever is going on in your life a voice, right? So one of the things that I shared yesterday was I'm dealing with this cold illness situation. And so I gave it a voice and I asked the question, what is it that you want me to know, cold? What do you want me to know, weakness? What is it that you want me to know, right? What does my body want me to know, right? What are the messages that my body wants me to know, right? And so I gave the cold a voice. And so the typical things came up, which I knew. Y'all funny. Y'all got jokes today, right? We would love to see your Reverend Melissa Jig. You know what? No, that's not going to happen. Okay, so so I gave my cold a voice, and what came up first was around rest, getting more rest. And then I stayed with that and asked for it to go deeper. Okay? Like, what else is there for me to know? And what came up, to my surprise, was around trust. So there was a lot of information that this cold was sharing with me about trust, right? So now I could use that, right? Because everything is a conversation. Everything is a conversation. And so I found a quote that I said a couple of weeks ago, that life is a dialogue, not a debate. Life is a dialogue, not a debate, right? So I'm not going to fight with my cold, right? I'm having this experience, right? So what is there for me to know about this experience, right? Because there's a dialogue that's seeking to be had, and I'm open and willing to experience that dialogue, and I could use my inspirational journaling to do so. Okay? So let me leave this last one with you today, and then we're going to do a roll call for our quality. Okay? So this is related to our quality. What message does my quality have for me? So let's get into a dialogue with our quality, right? When was the last time you had have you had one, a dialogue with your quality? There is something that your quality wants you to know, right? So you could use your inspirational journaling to explore what it is that your quality wants to get into a dialogue with you about. Okay? So that's at least 8 GIFs that you can use for your inspirational journaling, right? And there's a host more that we could explore. But starting with the question, right? What is there for me to know in this situation is a great way to build and strengthen your inspirational journal practice. All right? All right. So let's do a roll call of our journaling. And I don't know if Timothy is on yet, but Timothy, if you have your quality, let me know what it is, because I still have a question mark next to your name, Timothy. All right, everybody. If you don't know, we have selected our qualities that we are embracing, that we are embodying, that we are affirming, that we are living for 2022. And if I don't say your name, that means that I don't have your quality, and you could put it in the comments and I will add you to this growing list. You'll see the list is growing. It's like 26 names. All right. Yes, drum roll. And what are we doing with our quality? We are embracing it, right? We are affirming it every single day, throughout the day, at least 3 times a day. Let's say our affirmation, and we're saying it like we mean it. We're just not reading it like, I am bliss. No, 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 no. What does bliss feel like? We want to get in touch with the feeling tone, right? Because the universe responds to feeling. Our subconscious mind responds to feeling. So we really want to feel it. We got to feel it. All right. And we feel it in our bodies, in our mind, in our spirit, in our soul. Okay. So when I say it, I want you to do an incantation of your quality. All right? Wherever you are, you're going to do that. Okay? And if you don't, then, whatever. But I just invite you to do so. Okay? All right. Pamela, bliss. Stacy, love, freedom, and peace. Gladys, health, prosperity, and creativity. Vanessa, abundance and freedom. Wayne, oneness, faith, harmony, and abundance. Lindsay, joyful trust with kindness. Mommy, joy and love. Diego, I just saw you put up prosperity, but this is what I have for you. Diego, perfect health, wholeness, confidence, and severity. So tell me what you want to do, Diego, because you keep changing your quality. Linda, self-love. Ron, evolve spiritually. Bonnie, love, peace, bravery with courage. Simone, strength and compassion. Pamela Norton, healthy peace. Sekou, abundance, wealth, and happiness. Diana, curiosity, creativity, joy, and peace. Nan, divine mind, trust, and abundance. Enmayat, peace and prosperity, grace and courage. Pastor Al, grace, mercy, and peace. Brian, healthy, strong, and well. And I just want to send out some healing vibes to Brian right now. And I am seeing you as healthy, strong, and well. Yes, I am, Brian. All right. Helen, joy, vibrant health. Julian, wholeness, connection, abundance, creativity, and peace. Imaja, creativity and bliss. Muata, spiritual buoyancy. Daniel, harmony. Erica, peace, tranquility, and nature. All right, Tim, tell me what you got. I see you, Ronald. I will add financial, physical, and emotional abundance. Vanessa is saying it like she means it with that I am abundance and freedom and caps with exclamation points. That's right. I am feeling all of that. Yes, Simone. Simone is strength and compassion. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So, Tim, let me know what yours is so I can add you to the list. Diego, let me know what you land on so I could make the adjustments to the list. And anyone that I didn't say, put your name, put your quality in the comments. If you're watching this later on, put your quality in the comments and I will see it and I will add you to the list. Because one of the things that I do with the list is I give it energy. I pray for this whole list. Okay? So this is a living, breathing document that has energy, right? But I can't give energy if you're not giving energy. I can't give energy for you. I can't give energy for you. All right? So, you have your qualities. They're fabulous qualities. You could use your quality as a prompt for your inspirational journaling. You can ask your quality, what is there for me to do next if you feel stuck, right? Abundance and freedom. What are my next steps? And see what comes through, right? And be patient. Be patient, right? With the answer coming, because all that is necessary is a willingness to receive, being open to receive. Stephanie Francis, I see you. Self-love, joy, and peace. I will add that to the list. Bonnie, I'm loving that. I permeate love and peace with bravery and courage. And so it is. And so it is, Bonnie. And so it is. And patience. Okay, we're going to add patience, Stephanie. I got you. All right, y'all. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So we will keep that going all year long, all year long. So let's get into some joy news, everybody. All right. So we are at the weekend. What is going on? Sunday, we have Living Life in Joy at 10:30 a.m. We're wrapping up our Women's History Month. So please tune in for that. And then right after at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, we have Sunday in Praise at Rockland CSL. And my topic is Feng Shui. It's going to be good, y'all. So you can Tune in to the service either on Zoom by going to rocklandcsl.org, clicking on Sunday service, and you'll be in the Zoom room, or you can watch us on Facebook. We live stream the service on Facebook. All right. Then in April 6th is the second anniversary of SIP, y'all. 2 full years. Who would have thought that? Who would have thought that? Oh my goodness. So I have declared April 6th as Yes Day. Yes Day. So we're saying yes to everything on April 6th as long as it doesn't cause harm to you or anyone else. So we're saying yes on April 6th, and we're celebrating that whole week. So again, if you have any recommendations, suggestions about how we can celebrate, please DM me and let me know. April 23rd, we're having a trunk show with Gladys Williams again, asantijewels.com. So please get a preview of the wonderful, beautiful, handmade, one-of-a-kind jewelry that Gladys makes by going to her website, asantijewels.com. So we will have a trunk show on Zoom, April 23rd, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So stay tuned for that. And then May 22nd, save the date, I will be the keynote speaker at a women's empowerment brunch called Control Alt Delete. That's taking place in Pocono Summit, Pennsylvania. It's $35, and you can find more information on my website, iamrevmelissa.com. All right. All right. So let me check in with Sekou, see how he's doing. Hey.
There we go. What's happening? Lots of jokes today. Lots of jokes today. As soon as you said jig, you opened it up for all the jig. Yeah. So I want to circle back to something you said early on. You were talking about asking the sickness what its purpose is, what it's there for, what it's trying to tell you.
Yeah.
And I haven't done that in a while, but I remember I did that when I was having some tooth issues. And it takes a couple times. It's not like you're just going to ask once and get a deep, impactful answer. No, you're going to get a lot of pain messages. You're going to get a lot of this at first. It's not going to seem like you're getting through anywhere. But if you keep at it, you'll eventually get to some deeper truth. It's like sitting there waiting for you to get to it. That happened for me then. And I thank you for the reminder to do that ongoing, to be in conversation with the world around you. Because if you engage it in conversation, then all of a sudden the nudges become more clear. So thanks for that reminder.
Yes, absolutely. And I know you had recently the demonstration of that with the 51-mile relay race from Selma to Alabama, Montgomery, Alabama, how everything is a conversation.
Yeah.
Everything is a conversation.
Yeah, most impactfully, and I talked about this on my show today, most impactfully was getting lost and being caught up in frustration about that. There were signs guiding me to the finish line, and then the signs disappeared. And even after crossing the finish line, I kept spending time thinking about, well, where was the sign? Which way should I have gone? Did I go the wrong way? And all this stuff. And then I finally got there. I got there, and I made a choice in the moment that was the right choice. And what I said today on my show is the lesson for me, and a lesson that I invite other people to take with them, is when the signs disappear, that's the universe saying, time for you to make a decision. You make a decision, then I'll support you. But you got this. You got this, and I got you. But make a decision. And my decision was, I'm just going to run towards the skyscrapers. And that ended up being the right decision, because I still don't know if I took the right route, but I ran past my teammates who were walking out of a building. They were like, yeah! Who knows if that would have happened if I'd gone some other way. And they were able to join me in the run up to the finish line. So yeah, just make the choice. Make the choice. And shout out to Bon. I saw you put that up.
Yeah.
But yeah, just make the choice and let the universe support you in your next steps.
Yeah. I love the visual of the skyscrapers because it could be like mountains. And it reminds me of that Bible verse, I raised my eyes to the hills from whence cometh my help. So you looked up, right? You looked
Right.
up. Don't look down. Look up.
Right. Which is really important because I tend to look down when I'm running because I don't want to psych myself out about how far I have to go, especially running uphill. Like, and there were a lot of hills in Montgomery, believe it or not, in downtown. It was all flat all day, all 8 hours. It didn't last. My leg is all hills. And I was like, oh, let me look straight down. And then when I lost the signs, I had to look up, find the skyscrapers, and go that way.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. I love it. I love it. I love that you're still unpacking it because, like I said, there's a sermon, there's an inspirational talk. There's so much in that experience. It's awesome.
There's
It's
a lot
awesome.
there. I appreciate that.
Yes. Yes. All right, everybody. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Do something good for yourself. Spend some time in your spiritual practice. When do we do our spiritual practice? Every single day. Every single day. It's not optional. It's not optional. And remember your jips. And if you stuck, do a jig. Because movements help, when you get into movement, that helps to, stir up the energy and get things moving and flowing too, right? So you could do a jig for your jip. That could work. That could work. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being with me live today. Thank you for your engagement. Thank you for your commitment to living your life in joy, living as your quality. Peace and blessings, peace and justice. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes.